Hello everybody, welcome back. It is I, Scorpio Caesar, to bring you the next episode in my ongoing series of holographic video game cover arts, where I take a look at 6 different games and I talk about what I like and what I don't like about their cover art. So with that out of the way, welcome to the Caesar Arcade.
Get ready.
Starting off with Crisis 2 as our meh cover art. Yeah, it just doesn't do it for me. If you look at it closely, it's got a holographic effect going on there, but it's so minimal, it's hard to notice. So let's zoom in and see where it lies. Alright, so we got the visor there of our main character. We got the logo for Crisis 2, as well as the contents that the limited edition includes, as well as the EA and Crytek logo. And that's pretty much it. You really don't see that holographic effect used that much in this one, and I guess it's only for the limited edition. I don't have the standard edition, but yeah, it is pretty basic. The spine does look nice though, with that Crisis 2 logo and the EA logo and the limited edition once again. Sadly, it doesn't really transfer to the back. I'm not seeing any holographic effects going on here, so overall a pretty disappointing start with Crisis 2 on the Xbox 360 and PS3. Next up we have NASCAR Heat, and you know, this one isn't that great, but if you look at it, it's pretty bold using all that red. I guess, you know, when you think about Heat, you think about the color red or orange or yellow, and that's what they're going for here. And I do like that it has the checkered flag in the background with those NASCARs zooming on to the corner of the E logo, designed by NASCAR drivers, raced by their fans. Alright, Infogrames, I'll give you that much. Let's take a look at the spine. The holographic does indeed transfer over to that, but it gets lost in the back, which is unfortunate. So, this one is okay, but it isn't that great. Let's be completely honest with you here. It's just alright, I guess. Now here we have one I'm a little conflicted on. The X-Files Resist or Serve for the PlayStation 2. This one has a pretty interesting cover art. It's got Agent Mulder and Agent Scully there on the cover, but it is also holographic. And if you take a look at Mulder's eyes down there, let's zoom in so you can get a better look, you'll notice that the game cover art is indeed holographic. You get some of these blues and grays and this background here. I guess that's the suspect that they're searching for. And Scully's eyes is also holographic. And it's a nice effect, but it's also kind of plain, but I do like it. Don't get me wrong, I do like it. Unfortunately, it doesn't transfer to the spine or to the back of the case, which is unfortunate, but overall, not a bad one, but not a great one either. On today's bonus, we have the Lost World Jurassic Park on the Sony PlayStation, and this was one of the ones that just caught my attention as a kid, and I loved it ever since. As you can see, the Lost World Jurassic Park logo is being crashed through some of that concrete with a, I'm gonna say, Velociraptor, even though the anatomy is incorrect, and it ain't a T-Rex, because T-Rex only had 2 claws per hand. But yeah, the dinosaur is just pushing that logo through, and that lenticular cover art, as you can see, is changing the dinosaur's grip on the cover art. It's absolutely gorgeous. I simply love it. It is wonderful, and it's very reminiscent to the lenticular card that comes with the Lost World Jurassic Park VHS tape. Any of you remember owning this when you were a kid? Growing up? I sure do. Falling in love again. Next up we have Halo Combat Evolved Game of the Year Edition, but I know what you're thinking. Wait a minute. I see no holographic here. You lied to me, Scorpio. Well, hang on, hump the brakes a minute, get off your warhogs. This is the not for resale edition. Nobody wants that one. We want this one. That's right, the actual release for the Game of the Year edition, which is indeed holographic. And if you take a look closely here, not only is the Game of the Year medallion there holographic, but as is Master Chief. I mean, Master Chief really does pop on this cover art, along with the logo down there. And this one almost was my favorite of today's episode, but it just wasn't quite. The holographic does transfer over to the spine as well as the back. As you can see, the Warhog is holographic, along with all the accolades and, you know, quotes from reviewers from the time. So yeah, Halo Combat Evolved Game of the Year edition. One of my favorites. And last but not least for today's episode, we have my favorite of the episode, Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2 on the Nintendo GameCube, also on the PlayStation 2. Just look at that cover art. You see, you got Kid Buu in the background looking mighty menacing with that creepy smile, and you got Super Saiyan Vegito on the cover, as well as Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks and Goku getting his Spirit Bomb ready with that beautiful rainbow effect holographic cover art. And Atari has been known to doing a lot of these holographic cover arts during that time, and they're gorgeous. When you take a look at the spine, it also translates there and looks wonderful. And despite it not transferring to the back, just look at that. That's just too badass of a holographic cover art to not put in the #1 spot. So that's it for today's episode. I hope you all enjoyed this one. If you haven't checked out the first episode, definitely do so when you get the chance. And without further ado, good game and good night.